What's good, y'all? I had one of my subscribers on YouTube ask me this. Who was the biggest nerd? Was it Carlton or was it Urkel? We're gonna get into it. Pause. Shout out to Marlon for the request. I'm trying to remember who be requesting, you know what I mean? Now, this is a pretty easy one. Steve Urkel is clearly the biggest nerd right here, you see what I'm saying? Steve Urkel's the bigger nerd. Simply because Steve is wild smart. Now, don't get me wrong. Carlton is smart. He's a smart motherfucker. But he's not making his own inventions and shit like that, making lights work out of cheese smart. Like, he's not on Steve's level, you feel me? Steve was making clones of himself, putting cologne on himself to make bitches like him. Like, bro, Steve was on a different kind of level of like genius, you feel me? Steve was legit a genius. Carlton wasn't a genius, he was just a smart dude. Now, both of these motherfuckers did get flopped. Both of them niggas was caught rocking a lot of polo, like a lot of different lows and shit. You could tell they was getting fleet. I would give the edge to Carlton because Carlton had the khaki shorts to match and all that, the little sweaters and shit, you know what I mean? He was giving real rich nigga vibes, and I fuck with that, you know what I mean? I fuck with my nigga Carlton, you know what I mean? He's a funny dude. But I cannot hold you. Carlton was fake gangster low-key, you see what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't thinking about nothing. When Will got boomed, my son Carlton went and got the grip. I don't even know where the fuck he bought that from. Bro bought the grip ready to edge it out for Will. You see what I'm saying? He was ready to put it all on the line for Will, trying to get revenge and all that. When they went to MacArthur Park, this motherfucker transformed into a whole nother dude. Had all the gangster dudes fucking with my nigga Carlton. Bro name wasn't even Carlton no more. He was C-Note, nigga. And that's just a little snippet of what the fuck Carlton was out here really doing. Bro was taking, you know what I mean? He was taking hugs and shit. Bro was on hugs at the fucking dance. Wildin' niggas passed out. They had to pump bro's stomach, pause. That shit was crazy. My son Urkel ain't never touched hugs. The worst Urkel did was he got drunk on the roof and all that. And the nigga was like, how? Hanging off the fucking roof and shit like that. Where he was like, Dirty Urkel! Nigga got drunk. That shit was funny. But Urkel was never on that type of time like Carlton was, you feel me? Urkel had like, you know, heart tendency. Like, he had some heart, you know what I mean? He definitely had some heart, but he ain't had that dog in him like my son Carlton. Like, truth be told, Urkel only had heart for real, when it came down to Laura, because Laura really was like his like main one. Like, he was so in love with her and shit like that for whatever reason. You know what I mean? Because I would have stayed with Myra. But, you know what I mean? That's what made Urkel make his moves, you feel me? And then he loved the Winslow family, like Carl and all of them niggas, and Eddie, that piece of shit. But it is what it is, you feel me? Urkel was definitely a stand-up dude and a loyal motherfucker. Carlton was loyal to Will, even though Will played the nigga all the time, trying to make fun of him and all that. Carlton had that dog in him. At the end of the day, Carlton was gangster, whether y'all believe it or not. He was more gangster than Will, low-key. And the biggest nerd here is Steve Urkel. Bottom line. You know what I mean? Y'all can let me know what y'all think in the comments or whatever the case is, but this is a pretty easy one. It's obvious. Urkel is definitely the bigger nerd, but if y'all got a different opinion, let me know. We out.